All right, good. Well, I guess late morning, Arkansas. This is Chief Forecaster Cameron, and
Hey, hey, Derek here with y'all once again. As we have been talking about for several days, we have been watching for a potential severe threat this morning into the afternoon hours, and that is looking like it is coming to fruition, at least for parts of the state.
yeah. So right now, we're currently looking at a couple of things here. Number one, we have a storm over here in southeastern Arkansas. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. We got a storm over here in southeastern Arkansas near Deshae County. This was toward Poss. This kind of drove the reason why we're going live right now on both Roku, Fire TV, and on YouTube and on Facebook here, guys. This storm has had a history of producing destructive hail over here in southeastern Arkansas, upwards of 2 inch of diameter hail. And we're also watching this storm down here in northwestern Louisiana and southwestern Arkansas. This one right now is tornado possible as well. This one's going to go for our folks down here. I do believe that's going to be Columbia and Lafayette County. That's going to go until 11:45 this morning here. So we're going to go over, what to expect, everything like that. I want to just kind of, while we have everybody here, because I know the majority of our fan base is from Central Arkansas, I want to stress this right now. If you live in Central Arkansas or North Arkansas, you're good. You're good to go. This is going to be a South Arkansas and Southeast Arkansas show. I also want to make this clear as well as like a disclaimer. We are Arkansas Weather Watchers. We're not Central Arkansas Weather Watchers. We're not North Arkansas Weather Watchers. We cover the entire state of Arkansas. So make sure when you share this page that, you don't just tell people, oh, hey, they cover Little Rock and stuff like that. No, we cover the entire state. So our folks down there in southern and southeastern Arkansas, I know full well you guys don't have a lot of weather coverage down there. Send those folks to us because we've got a lot of weather information to talk about once we get kind of settled in with this current radar image at this current time. Derek, do you have anything? I'm attempting to try to get the comments and stuff up over here.
No, sir. I mean, biggest thing is that we are still relatively early in this event. So like I mentioned yesterday in our video, that we had to watch for where the warm front would set up, and our current indication is that it's going to be where that enhanced and that moderate risk is.
Yep.
That level 3 and level 4 risk across bars, southeast Arkansas. Now, as you go into those slight risks, into the marginal risk, we still expect some more isolated areas of wind damage, maybe some hail threat, but your biggest severe threat is going to be across far southeast Arkansas this afternoon. Places like Lake Village and Vermont, Crossett, El Dorado, Hamburg, Eudora, down towards areas like Dumas, places like that. Those areas of the state are the areas where we are going to be watching throughout the afternoon hours, especially as this line of storms across southwest Arkansas continues to move eastward across state. Now, that being said, much of this should be out of the state as we get towards 8 o'clock this evening, and that threat will be over with. But between now and then, we have to watch, especially for our folks here in the southeastern corner of the state.
Definitely. So, Derek, you may have to take over just a little bit. If you want to kind of give a
So basically, right now,
I'm trying to get the comments up so that way we can talk about it. Sorry.
So basically, right now, what we're watching is obviously we have our storm into Shea County that is going to be moving off into Mississippi again. We have seen reports of 2 to 3 inch diameter hail with that storm across parts of Ashley County and Drew County, as well as Shiloh County and Deshae County. That is going to move off into Mississippi here soon. Then our attention turn toward our line of storms across southern Arkansas. This is actually a tornado cost. We have seen areas of wind damage with this storm, with this line across parts of northeast Texas this morning. So as this continues to push east and those winds start to mix down towards the surface, that's when we're going to have to watch for not only that damage of wind threat, winds of 60 to 70 miles an hour, we're also going to have to watch for that extensive tornado threat, especially as we get towards areas east of El Dorado, east of Warren, places like that, as we head into the afternoon hours.
Definitely. So I've got your questions up, by the way. We're going to talk to you guys about what's going on and everything like that. Just kind of wanted to break in for just a little bit to talk about these storms going in northwest Louisiana, southwest Arkansas, and into, we have that one over there in southeast Arkansas. Number one thing I want to stress right now, patience. If you don't have it, you're going to have to learn it today because we have a lot of people that are coming in. We do realize this is the weekend after Christmas. Storm anxiety is through the roof, and we got a lot of people that are anxious. You're going to have to learn patience with us today. That's the last time I'm going to tell y'all. Other than that, we have this storms that's going to push through right now. This is what we've got. This is going to be a South Arkansas only deal today. Okay, my folks in Central and Northern Arkansas, Northeast Arkansas, unless there is a substantial change over the next couple of hours, I would not worry about this system. I understand there's a lot of people that have anxiety right now, especially what's happened all year long. I'm stressing this right now. This is going to be a South Arkansas situation. You know, anybody in South Arkansas, that's why folks in El Dorado, Magnolia, Camden, Monticello, Crosset, Lake Village, those folks down there, South Arkansas, even if you don't live down there, if you've got family members that are traveling to Louisiana, traveling to Mississippi, give those folks a heads up. This is a rather significant risk for our folks down there in Southern Arkansas, Southeast Arkansas, down in Louisiana and Mississippi. Everybody else, North, Central, North Arkansas, Northwest, Northeast, you are going to be good to go for today unless there are significant changes between now and this afternoon. Biggest threat down there in South Arkansas, the winds, hail, and the tornado risk at this current time here. So we're going to go ahead and kind of break these storms down, and then we're going to get questions. Then we're going to talk about the graphics. We're going to talk about timing, all that good stuff here. But I'm telling y'all right now, patience, 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 patience. I get it. I know storm anxiety. You know, you got to have answers right here and right now. You've got to be patient. You've got to be patient with us. But anybody that is traveling to Louisiana, Mississippi, give those folks a heads up. Don't let them find out when the storm is right on top of them. They're traveling down there. If you know anyone that's traveling down there tonight, give them a heads up here. Because those folks down there are going to experience a significant severe weather threat along with southern and southeast Arkansas. But central, east, northeast Arkansas, northern Arkansas, northwest, guys, I would not worry about this at all. I promise you. But southern Arkansas, we are going to cover you guys because we're not just central Arkansas. We cover the entire state at this time. Derek, what do you sound like you have something over there?
So the biggest thing is, you know, just to reiterate what Cameron was saying, the SPC has come out with a discussion for any watch is unlikely for areas north of Monticello. So, again, that doesn't include, like Cameron said, Southern Arkansas, North Arkansas, etc. We're not expecting anything north of that area today.
Yeah.
Our main focus, again, is going to be Central and South Arkansas, this afternoon and this evening.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and talk to you guys about this line of storms that's coming out from northeast Texas through southwestern Arkansas here. We've got a track from, I would say that's going to be near Magnolia all the way down to Louisiana. That's going to go for our folks in Stamps. That's the Taylor area over towards McNeil, Stevens, Magnolia, Emerson, Camden, Mount Holly, East Camden, that's Smackover, El Dorado, Northlet, the Hampton area, Callion over towards Johnson City here. This is a line of storms right now that's capable of producing 50 to 60 mile per hour winds, also the potential of large hail, and we cannot rule out the potential of an isolated tornado along this line of storms. Also, we're going to have to watch these cells ahead of the line coming into Columbia County, coming into Union County. This is where you're going to have to watch for that isolated tornado potential. Also, we've got a couple of cells over here in Drew County, a couple of cells over here near McGee, that's 165. That's pushing into Mississippi at this current time. So I'm not really too concerned about that, but if you know any folks over there that live along the Mississippi River, give them a heads up. That storm has had a history of producing destructive hail. I do believe Dylan Atkinson, he got a video of the hail that when it was crossing through earlier on. So this storm is pushing up towards northeast here, but this is going to be the line of storms right here that's going to produce the damaging wind threat and the isolated tornado threat here. This severe thunderstorm warning, which is tornado possible, by the way, it's going to go until 11:45 this morning. That's going to go for our folks in southern Lafayette County and also southern Columbia County at this current time. And then this will push into Union County within the next hour or so. So my folks in El Dorado that are listening to this, this is going to be on your doorstep right around the lunch time frame. Main threat, 60-mile-per-hour winds, wind and chill. Also going to watch for that tornado potential at this current time. What you got for today?
And biggest thing is that, if you're west of this line, your severe threat goes down substantially throughout the rest of the afternoon hours. So once you can get into just that rain shield, your threat does go down. Now, I know we are also talking about damaging wind and large hail. I don't want to forget about our flooding threat as well, especially for our folks along I-30 and up towards, parts of Central Arkansas as well. But we're not talking about damaging wind and large hail. Flooding is also a risk, especially with as much rain as we've had throughout Christmas week already. That we're going to have to watch for that possibility. 1 to 3 inches of rain is expected on saturated grounds. So, therefore, with a lot of dormant vegetation as well, we got to watch for that possibility. So, if you are traveling, we have to watch out for that flood threat as well. But again, our main concern does continue to be our tornado risk and our damaging wind risk in southeast Arkansas this evening.
Definitely. So, I just put this up on radar, Derek. We've got winds upwards of 70 miles per hour. With this line of storms that are coming into southwestern Arkansas right now. So this is definitely going to be a damaging wind event for our folks over here. This is coming into Lafayette County right now, and then it's going to move into Columbia, and then eventually Union County as we move later into the close to the lunchtime time frame here, guys. So but I want to kind of zoom this out. Before I do, Derek, I'm going to put you on a mission real quick. I want you to keep an eye on this storm on your side over there. This is just south of Monticello. Just north and east of Lacey. Keep an eye on this. Right now, it looks like it's still relatively elevated, but it is starting to show signs of some rotation over here. Also, we've got another area near Collins that's just north and west of there. This is also along Highway 165. This is in Drew County, by the way. Matter of fact, let me pull up the roads. Let's get the road network up here, so we kind of get a visual where this is at. So give me just 1 second and we'll get this up. So there's the roads that just came up here. So this is Highway 35 over here. This is 133. I want to kind of put a context on this. This is in southern Arkansas, by the way. Nowhere near Little Rock, nowhere near Hot Springs, nowhere near Conway. This is in southern Arkansas, by the way. This is Drew County. There's Monticello. That's Highway 4. This is 65 over here. McGee, over towards Winchester. Let's zoom this out. Kind of give you guys perspective. So there's Monticello, there's Drew County, there's Pine Bluff, there's the Metro right here. This is well south of there. This is down here in southern and southeastern Arkansas. I want to make this clear. My folks down here in southern and southeast Arkansas, you're just as important as everybody else in the state here. Yep. So, folks, anybody that's traveling, especially, I know for a big fact, especially after Christmas, Highway 165, 82, you've got all these highways down here that are pretty busy whenever you're getting out of a holiday, because a lot of people try to go back home from Louisiana, Mississippi. Give these folks a heads up, tell them what they're getting into, and make sure that they're staying well aware. What you got for there?
So we do have a report of hail damage down in Chico County around 10:45 this morning. Actually, car windows were blown out of cars down there by 2 3/4 inch hail.
Yeah, that does not surprise us. That's right along the warm front here. So, looks like this line of storms is going to come through. Now, when this line comes through, this will end the severe weather threat, because you've got a massive rain shield back here in northeast Texas and southwest Arkansas here. So, my folks, I'd say Camden, El Dorado, Monticello, Dumas, Fawcett, over towards Lake Village. Stay weather aware for today. Let's go ahead, while we have a little bit of a lull. Derek, if you get any urgent information, let me know immediately. We're going to go over graphics. So the biggest thing for today, and I want to stress this, my folks, from the Queen to Little Rock up towards, I'd say the wind area, points north and west, you're going to be fine. I don't know how clear I can make this, but folks in central, west Arkansas, north Arkansas, you are going to be 100% fine. Yes, there's going to be loud storms today. Yes, there's going to be heavy rainfall, rumbles of thunder, stuff like that. I'm making this crystal clear for you guys. North and Central Arkansas, it is good to go. This is going to be a Southern and Southeastern Arkansas event. As you can see with the latest update from the Storm Prediction Center, we now have a level 4, which is a moderate risk, by the way, just south and east of Frossett. That's Ashley and Chico County down there. And then we have the level 3 from Columbia County up towards Drew County at this current time. Level 2 from Texarkana to Helena. And then obviously the level 1 that goes from just south of the Queen up towards West Memphis. But everybody that is north and west of that, north and central Arkansas, that does include the metro, you are going to be good. It is going to be a soggy Saturday. A lot of heavy rainfall, like Derek mentioned before. The flooding potential is going to be there. But I would honestly say level 2 south is where your biggest severe weather threat is going to be for today. Level 1, just kind of watch things. I think there could be a few strong storms up there, but I think the majority of the severe weather threat is going to be for our folks from Texarkana to Helena, points south and east at this current time. And another thing, one last thing, do not skim these graphics, guys, okay? I know a lot of people, they will skim and then ask the questions. You got to read the entire graphics, guys. It's got the cities, it's got the timing, it's got what risk you're in. Our moderators are working as hard as they can right now. Some of them are still out from Christmas. Keep that in mind, guys. Okay, you've got to meet us halfway, no matter what. It does not take more than 5 seconds to figure out where your city is, figure out where the risk is. Timing's at the top. It's going to answer a lot at this time, I promise you. But my folks in Central and Northern Arkansas, you're good to go for this event. It's just going to be a very soggy Saturday with the flooding potential at this current time here. Now, Derek, do you want to go ahead and talk about the tornado risk at this current point?
So our tornado risk, again, this is an area that I mentioned yesterday as well. That's been kind of our highlight for this event. Has been South Arkansas, has been Southeast Arkansas. Over the course of the day, we have seen where that possibility has come, where that risk has been increased for our folks in the southern corner of the state. Now, obviously, our level 1 risk, we do have, that possibility of a isolated tornado or two. Again, that's going to be very highly dependent upon storm interaction, storm mode, etc. I don't anticipate very many warnings, if any at all, north of, say, a Texarkana to Pine Bluff line today. I don't expect many warnings at all, really, from a Texarkana to Camden to Star City, Helena line north. Again, most of that in that level 1 risk, I don't expect much in the way of warnings today. Now, as we talk about that level 2 risk and level 3 risk, that's where we got to really be talking about that possibility of a few tornadoes, especially when we're talking about EF2 plus, with far southeast Arkansas, actually Chico counties is our greatest concern for that. However, if you're in that level 2 and level 3 risk, your turnover rate does go up substantially, because that's where that one front will have time to get to ahead of this line of storm. Hence why that risk has been issued for that area.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and go over to the significant tornado risk here. And this is for our folks out here. This is why we're urging so much about southeastern Arkansas here. We've got people in the comments are saying we're ignoring Central Arkansas, stuff like that. Folks, we're not. Come on now. We're not. You got to realize we cover the entire state of Arkansas, okay? Everybody from South Arkansas to North Arkansas is just as important, guys. There's nothing going on in Central. There's nothing going on in Northern Arkansas, stuff like that. This is in Southern and Southeast Arkansas. Those folks down there don't have the weather coverage that we have up here in Central Arkansas. They need as much weather information as they can get their hands on down there. I grew up in El Dorado. I know how it is. So, my folks, I'm telling you now, from Highway 165, that's Drew County, that's Monticello, down towards 82, that's Magnolia, El Dorado, Frossett, Lake Village. I'm telling you guys, give those folks a heads up. You've got to get them a heads up. Even if you don't live down there, hitting that share button is going to really, 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 really help, especially for folks that are traveling down there this afternoon and this evening. It is a very high impact weather weekend. You got a lot of folks that are trying to come back from Christmas. A lot of people are trying to get ready for the New Year. Louisiana, Mississippi, those folks down there are going to experience a full-on tornado outbreak today. But for our folks in southern and southeast Arkansas, you've got to pay attention today. It's not a time to lollygag around. You've got to pay attention to the weather today here. So the significant tornado risk goes from El Dorado, Crossett, Lake Village. That is Highway 82 all day. You've got to pay attention to the weather today. This afternoon, from pretty much now to 8 o'clock this evening here. And we will not hesitate to go live for a tornado warning if it's in southern Arkansas. Those folks are just as important as everybody else in the state. We've got folks from Ashley County, Hamburg area, Monticello area. Those folks down there are being just as much as everybody else in central and north Arkansas here. So we're not ignoring anybody. We're working as hard as we can, guys. But urgency is going to go to southern and southeastern Arkansas today. Also, Natural State Transparency, thank you so much for the kind comment. Thank you so much for your coverage. And we got a lot of people that are coming in saying thank you so much and everything like that here. But folks, I'm stressing this right now because I got a lot of people that are tuning in. If you are in Little Rock, you are good to go. I don't know how clear I can make this. If you are in central Arkansas, you're in Little Rock, folks, you are good to go. Yes, you're going to have loud storms. Yes, it's going to sound like severe weather later on, but the main storms coming in. Urgency right now needs to go to southern and southeast Arkansas. This is where the severe threat is at its highest down there in southern and southeast Arkansas.
And one thing else, I want to mention as well, for our folks in southeast Arkansas, your structures as well.
Yeah.
Your houses, your structures, your shelters, are not as safe, as safe as say your more metropolitan areas. We also have a lot of duck hunters out as well right now because we have hit duck season as well. So if you have a hunter that's out and about, especially south Arkansas, I would give them a call and let them know of the rapidly changing weather conditions.
Yep.
Again, I wouldn't be out there today just because of the weather today, especially with the threat of lightning and flooding as well.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's still a possibility that hey, this is a situation where you won't have a lot of service, you won't really be able to get signal until it's too late. So again, if you're down there in southeast Arkansas, and you do get under a warning this afternoon, always lowest the level of your house, as many walls between you and the outside as possible.
Yep.
Again, a helmet, children in car seats, whatever you can do to utilize those safety precautions across our southeast corner of the state.
Taylor, that's actually a really good comment. Yeah, by folks out here in southern Arkansas, especially, I just got the damaging wind risk up. I would definitely keep your phones charged down there today. We've got this line of storms, which I'm going to put radar back up here in just a little bit. That is capable of producing 60 to 70 mile per hour winds. I'm really surprised they haven't expanded this severe thunderstorm warning for much of southern Arkansas for that potential here. So that is something that we'll have to watch. But yeah, I definitely keep my phone charged today. But like I said before, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to attempt something. This right here.
2,000 people without power right now in South Arkansas.
Okay. I figured as much with the line of storms that are coming in. I'm going to do this. I think this will probably be a little bit better. Here's the Queen. Okay. There's Hot Springs. There's Little Rock. There's Wind. All this up here, and I'm just kind of drawing this out. All that up here, guys, all clear.
Mm-hmm.
All clear up here. I'm just gonna put a C because I don't know how to draw on here, but all clear up here. Look, that's the Queen, that's Hot Springs, that's Little Rock, that's Wind. If you're not highlighted in this risk, I would not worry about it, folks. I'm telling you right now, a lot of people that are coming in, trying to figure out Little Rock, trying to figure out Conway, trying to figure out Hot Springs. I know those folks are tornado weary whenever you talk about any kind of risk for severe weather. But I'm telling you guys right now, this is done up here, north central Arkansas. Our attention is going to go for our folks down here, mainly, to be honest with you, from this red zone, from Texarkana to Helena, point south and east at this current time here. But for my folks that are tuning in right now, that are coming in late, trying to figure out Central Arkansas is going to be a rainy day. A lot of rain is going to be coming in later on this afternoon, and that's going to be all she wrote. at this point. Okay, so there's the hail risk at this current time. What I'm going to do here as well is I'm going to put up the timing. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to go back to current radar because we do have some ongoing warnings that we have in place right now. And then we're going to answer a few questions here. Okay, so this is the timing. Okay, pretty much from now to 8 o'clock for this entire area here. And I do realize, you know, Mena, Little Rock, these areas that are in this highlighted area, this is not for severe weather. This is just for general thunderstorms. You're going to still see thunderstorms from Mena to Little Rock up towards Blytheville, but I think the biggest severe weather threat, and Derek, feel free to put your opinion on this as well. I think the biggest threat for seeing severe weather is going to go roughly from, what do you think, between?
I think, all honesty, our folks in deeply into Texarkana are done.
Yeah.
I would say basically from Magnolia up to Camden, across south of Pine Bluff area.
Yep.
And that area right there up to Helena.
Yep.
And point south and east. That's where our greatest threat is going to be throughout the afternoon hours.
Yep, right in there. So folks up here, from DeQueen to Hot Springs, Little Rock, up towards Wynn, the Blytheville area, you're going to have a lot of loud thunderstorms. I know it. I know full well we're going to get questions about, you know, is this severe? Is it going to produce a tornado, etc.? Folks, I'm telling you right now, okay, you're done up here. The warm front is barely making it to southern Arkansas. If it's barely making it this far north, then central and north Arkansas is not going to see anything at all except for a lot of heavy rainfall, a lot of thunder. There could be some small hail up here as well. But from Camden, Magnolia, El Dorado, Crossett, Lake Village, Monticello, Pine Bluff, up towards Helena, this area down here in southeast Arkansas, that is Washita County, that's Union County, Columbia County, actually Chico County, that's Drew County. You know, these areas down here, you've got to pay attention to the weather, especially later today, as this line of storms pushes off to the east northeast here. And I'm getting concerned there that there could be some cells coming out of northeast Louisiana that may pose a tornado risk later on as well.
Absolutely. Now, another thing I am noticing as well with this is clearing, especially north of I-20 as well.
Yeah.
You know, ahead of this line of storms that actually looks like it is starting to slow down a little bit. You know, and if it does start to slow down just enough, you know, we could be dealing with that's hence why we have that risk in southeast Arkansas, is because this line of storm is going to slow down and let that warm front interact with this line of storm. So basically, any storm that forms on that warm front or south of it and ahead of this line of storm will pose a tornado risk.
Yeah.
The line of storm itself poses both the damaging winds and 70+ mile per hour wind risk. So we have a dual threat type of event. We have seen our large hail threat this morning. Now we start transitioning to that damaging wind and tornado threat for our folks, mainly along Highway 82 and in southeast Arkansas this evening.
Yeah, and I love this comment, Ronnie. Do not discount the damaging wind threat, as you know, just because it's not a tornado. As I mentioned before, 70 mile per hour winds in southwest Arkansas. There, give me an update on someone give me an update on the power outage the power outage count number. Right now, I'm pretty sure you've got a good amount in southwest Arkansas near the Texarkana area. Radar was picking up around 70.
2 grand.
2 grand?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what I mean here. You got that line of storms that's going to produce the 60 to 70 mile per hour winds, and then you're going to have to watch for that tornado threat as well here. So now on top of the tornado and wind risk, what is the flooding risk? Derek, I'll let you take over that for a little bit.
So the flooding risk right now, again, we've already just after you got a report in with flooding ongoing down in the El Dorado area. We're also seeing 1 to 3 inches of rain has already fallen across much of the area already. Your flooding risk is more extreme, basically north of the line of storm. So places like Texarkana, Hope, Arkadelphia, Malvern, Pine Bluff, later on today, places like Ashdown and DeQueen, areas where you're seeing heavy rain now. That's where our threat for flash flooding does go. Now, will we see that? Not necessarily, because some areas have had more rainfall than others over the course of the last week or so. So again, it's going to be highly dependent upon our soil conditioning and stuff like that as to who sees flooding and who does not. The flood threat is not as significant, but it is there in isolated instances like that in especially your low-lying areas around the state.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do real quickly here, I'm gonna put this inside of a regional view so you guys kind of get a visual here. I'm gonna answer this question as well. I understand. I do. My folks in Central Arkansas. It's been a rough year. It's been a rough 2024. It's been a rough 2023. The last 2 years, we've had severe weather, multiple severe weather outbreaks, multiple tornado events, and I've also realized the March 31st tornado event has changed a lot of people's perspective of severe weather here in Arkansas. I understand, 100%. Folks, I'm stressing this right now. If you're in Central Arkansas, please take a deep breath, okay? Please. I'm telling y'all, Central Arkansas, you do not have to worry about this event. Yes, Malvern, to answer your question, Malvern is considered Central Arkansas. Folks, this is going to be south and southeast Arkansas. It's going to be, you may have some loud storms up there in northern Arkansas, north central Arkansas, but this is a regional view right now. You see all that heavy rainfall that's coming out of northeast Texas, coming into southwest Arkansas. What this is going to do, this is going to stabilize your environment. My folks from DeQueen to Little Rock, West Memphis, west and northwest, and northern Arkansas, please go enjoy your Saturday. It's going to be a soggy Saturday. It's going to be cold. You can see on the bottom right corner of your screen, you see your current temperature, current time is 54 degrees. That's here at the Weather Center here in Little Rock. It is 54 in Little Rock. It is going to be extremely tough to get a severe threat this far north. South Arkansas is where it's going to be at this current time, okay? I'm begging you guys. I'm begging you guys, Central Arkansas, please take a deep breath. I understand what's going on. I know whenever you talk about storms, it triggers it, and I understand. I do. No one's faulting you for that. But this is going to be a South Arkansas event. It's too cold up here. I've always said, whenever you have severe weather, if you walk outside and you have to put a jacket on, it's too cold for severe weather. That's just how it is. But southern and southeast Arkansas, guys, you got to know you got to pay attention. Okay, you have to know where you are, folks. It takes 5 seconds to go on Google and search what county and what city you're in. But my folks in Central Arkansas, North Arkansas, I get it. I do. We both get it. The entire team gets it. Our moderators get it. We understand. But this is South and Southeast Arkansas today. Central Arkansas, go about with your Saturday. However, if you got folks that are traveling, let's zoom this out to more of a regional view, okay? My folks in East Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, south of Arkansas is going to get a tornado outbreak this afternoon and this evening. Mm-hmm. That's something that you cannot avoid. I got a lot of people that have family members in Vicksburg, Highway 82, you got folks that live on Interstate 20 down there in Louisiana. Give those folks a heads up, okay? Give those folks a heads up. Yes, we're Arkansas weather watchers, but you're saving lives at the end of the day by giving those folks a heads up about what's going on in terms of the severe weather threat for us down here, guys. But I'm telling y'all, from southeast Arkansas, from Magnolia, El Dorado, up towards Monticello, down towards Lake Village, that's where you're going to have that potential of seeing severe weather. Everybody else, north and west, you're good to go. As a matter of fact, I think after this live stream, I think we could generate a map. I think that helped everybody out. We generate a map of where the all clear is going to be, and then you're good to go. But I'm telling y'all, Central Arkansas, it is 54 degrees. Matter of fact, I'm going to do something real quickly here. I don't know how well this is going to go, but I can pull up current temperatures across the state to kind of give you guys a visual on what's going on here. So
the good news is that our original tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning in South Arkansas has gone regular severe warning at this time. Now, that's not saying that won't change as it continues to push east. One thing about it is we are watching to see how well the atmosphere recovers from these morning storms, and that's going to really determine our severe risk across Union County, Bradley County, Drew County, Atchison County, Chico County throughout the early afternoon hours here. Again, I fully expect to have most of it out of the state by 5 o'clock.
Yep.
Maybe, at least with the line of storm wise.
Mm-hmm.
Again, but we will be dealing with rainfall for a while this afternoon.
Yeah.
Into the overnight hours.
So let's take a look at this real quickly here, okay? And this is current temperatures across the state. You notice something. Southern Arkansas, 59 El Dorado, 59 Magnolia, 61 Texarkana, 61 and Crossett, 61 Monticello, 66 in Lake Village. You see where that warm area is right now. You go north and west, you've got temperatures in the 40s and 50s across the state. So it's very, 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 it's going to be very, very tough to get any kind of severe weather up here across the area unless you are in southern and southeastern Arkansas at the spare time. So I just wanted to kind of show you guys current temperatures right now because it's just too cold this far north to see any kind of severe weather. Maybe some hail, but it's going to be rather difficult at this current time.
Jasmine had a good comment as well
Yeah.
about the fog. So, that's another aspect of this event that we're dealing with is the fog in areas that it's not raining.
Yeah.
Or we are getting rain. We're getting rain and fog as well. We are seeing a lot of issues, especially across northern Arkansas, with that dense fog as well. Or for those of you who got the joke earlier, dense snog. But again, we're dealing with a lot of different aspects of weather today. You're dealing with the cool and rain and the fog across much of the state. You're dealing with warm, humid air in the southeastern part of the state. You're dealing with several different aspects. Again, also just coming in as well, severe thunderstorm watch has been dropped for our folks in Howard and Sevier County, which includes places like Ashtown and Dequeen. So your threat is over for the day.
Yep. And there it is. There's a drop. It's coming up here just a second here. So I want to touch base on this Jackie's comment here. Folks, I don't know how to, we don't know how to make this clear for you guys, okay? We get it. We do. It's been a rough, Derek. It's been a rough 2 years, man.
Mm-hmm.
You had a March 31st tornado, then you had the supercell across North Arkansas, then you had the Hot Springs tornado. It's been rough. And those events have changed the perspective of how people see severe weather here in Arkansas. Because, we've been doing this 10 years. Remember back in 2017, 2018, you had a lot of people that were like, "Oh, severe weather didn't happen here anymore." And then now you've got, it's just kind of on the other side of the spectrum because you've had these events and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not faulting you guys for having storm anxiety, but we also wanted you guys to kind of rest easy a little bit that, what we're telling you guys is accurate information. If you're in Central Arkansas right now trying to figure out severe weather, I wouldn't worry about it, okay? It's 54 degrees, it's rainy, you've got north winds. I wouldn't worry about severe weather today. If you're in North Arkansas, same thing. If it's too cold in Central, you're out of the ball game if you're north. That's just how it is. So southern and southeast Arkansas, that's where the severe threat's going to be. But here's the deal, okay? We're here. We're not going anywhere. We're going to have, information on the page. We're going to be live. There's tornado warnings, stuff like that. Guys, that's just being Derek here. We've got an entire team. You guys see this earpiece I wear? This earpiece, we have a couple of members that we have in our server that keep us updated with the watches, with the warnings, with anything that happens on the page. We have an entire team that's behind me and Derek that keeps you guys informed. So I understand. I get it. I know anxiety's through the roof, and then you're trying to add not only the anxiety, but you're also trying to get back home from the holidays. This is literally right after Christmas. You're trying to get back home and stuff like that. You got a lot of people who are traveling and all of that. We get it. 100%. And we're never going to fault you for that here. But I just want to rest. I want to kind of ease some anxiety here and tell you guys that if anything happens, we're going to be here, okay? We've been through this before. This is not our first rodeo. And I as a matter of fact, Derek, after this event, me and Derek both have a surprise for you guys, especially if you like colder stuff. We'll talk more about that once we get past this event.
One thing I want to mention is that, it's a very common misconception that, if you live it's December. Severe weather happens any time of the year.
Yeah. And
especially in the South, our winter, we have two specific seasons that run from October, November, December, and then obviously our main one in March, April, and May. Now, that being said, it's December. It's late December. We've had a very, very, very quiet fall. We have been blessed with a very quiet fall across not only Arkansas, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, the entire southern U.S. that normally sees a very active fall has seen a very quiet fall. This is the first significant risk of severe weather. Yeah. Really, this the entire fall. I can't recall a time frame when we've had such a quiet fall, and we've been blessed. And the fact that we're just talking about the southern couple rows and counties of the state, to me, is a blessing in disguise, because for our folks down in Louisiana and Mississippi and Alabama, this is going to be a much more substantial event.
Definitely. Yeah.
100 miles separates this from being a major event here.
Yeah.
That is all that separated this event from being a much more substantial event here.
Yeah.
Again, but like Cameron said, we don't focus on just North Arkansas, South Arkansas, West Arkansas. We focus on the entire state.
Yeah.
With that, we have to give our undivided attention to our folks in South Arkansas. We have followers all across the state. We have viewers tuning in from all across the state. We have viewers tuning in from Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana.
Yeah.
That being said, that's why we're here. We are here to keep you aware and ahead of the storm as conditions warrant and as needed, throughout the day.
Yeah, and the biggest thing I'm going to stress too, I know you're nervous and North Mississippi. Biggest thing I always tell you guys whenever we deal with severe weather, as long as you have a game plan ready to go, you're going to be fine. That's how it is. As long as you have a place that you know for a fact that, it's away from windows, it's away from the exterior walls, you have that storm shelter ready to go, or even it's not that, you have your safe place ready to go in the middle part of your house, you're going to be good to go. I promise you. Okay, that's the best place to sit there. What I used to do as kids, whenever we had bad weather down there in El Dorado, we would sit in the closet, me and my brother, we would sit in the closet, and we would just ride out the storms. Like, we make a game out of it. We'll sit there and be like, hey, we're just kind of chilling here, and then once the storm's over with, then we're good. If that's something that would help you, I fully recommend it. Also, we've got folks that are coming in. We're trying to get to you guys' questions across the area here. So, let me see here. First and foremost, no, there's not a tornado in Columbia County, Crystal. Please check your information. If there was, we'd be on top of it. We're live right now. Right now, it's severe thunderstorm warning. A lot of high winds coming through there. No tornado.
There was a tornado possible.
There was tornado possible earlier.
It is no longer there.
Yeah, it's transferred down to Louisiana. Yep. Eric, to answer your question, back in the day, yes. I think this is now starting to become more of a frequent deal for us here. Derek, you have a little bit more experience than I do. He said like the level 4 tornado risk isn't rare for December. We had one, we've had one this year. I think we had one last year. Year before last. It's starting to become a more of a frequent deal now.
So your tornado risk, it's a very fine issue. We go through periods in climatology, where you have periods of your enhanced severe threats, then you have periods of colder, more stable winters, and when you are transitioning from a El Nino to a La Nina, this is when you deal with these more severe weather events. And we've had La Nina, El Nino, and right back. So right now the atmosphere is volatile, just overall. So what happens is you have these constantly changing weather patterns. Now, a level 4 risk is rare no matter what. A level 5 risk is even more rare no matter what.
It's super.
So that being said, yes, it is rare no matter what time of the year it is. But in November, December, it is rare but not unheard of, especially for a place like Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama.
Yeah. As bad as December 10th, 2021 was, that quad state supercell, that still wasn't a high risk. I can't remember the last time we had a high risk in December this far south here. It's super duper rare to get a high risk this time of year, because you have to get everything to line up together to get it. So right now we're kind of answering questions, letting radar kind of play, just trying to ease some minds out there, because I know there's a lot of people that have storm anxiety that are just kind of freaking out about today. But the biggest thing is, and I'm gonna go to Holly's comment, guys, you gotta read the graphics correctly. Okay, a lot of people will skim it, and I'm telling you now, if you skim it, you're gonna miss it. It's just like reading a contract. If you don't read that fine print, you're gonna miss it, and then obviously what happens after that. So You gotta read the graphics. All the graphics have been revamped. It has the cities, it has the risk, has the timing on it. If you take more than 5 seconds to read those graphics, it is going to tell you what everything you need to know. I promise you. Okay, so it's gonna get loud in Central Arkansas. You're gonna have storms that come up. It's gonna be rumble of thunder. But folks up there, Hot Springs, Little Rock, those folks up there in Conway, etc., you're good. You're good. Enjoy your Saturday. It's gonna be rainy. Be careful on the roadways. A lot of people are trying to get back home from Christmas, etc. Please be careful on the roadways, guys. We've had a couple reports of accidents on the roads. Please be careful here. I would tell you, you're driving from Texarkana to Cabin in a few hours. If I'm correct, Derek, Interstate 30.
Yep.
Please be careful. A lot of heavy rainfall right now. A lot of people are trying to get back home, from the holidays and stuff like that. So please be careful with that. Let's see here. Try to answer a few more questions here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to kind of give you guys perspective on where everything is. I'm going to put the counties up on here so you guys kind of get a visual where everything is. So let's talk about it real quickly here. So I got a couple of people that are asking, about Fordyce, the Cross and St. Francis County area. I know that's up there near Wind, another tornado weary area. You're good. This far north, you're good to go. You're gonna be good up here. I promise you. A lot of heavy rainfall coming in. You're gonna have some thunder, but you're good. I promise you, you're good to go. Obviously, guys, something changes. We will let you know. But right now, unless you're in Southeast Arkansas, you're not going to see anything today. That's just how it is. I'm in DeWitt. Obviously, there you go, 55 degrees. Guys, if you walk outside and it's chilly, you're not going to see severe weather today. I promise you. So, let's see here. 2015, that was the Christmas outbreak.
Yep.
I think that was the last time we had a high risk. That's been about that's pretty much been, 9 years now. Since we've had it. That's how rare it is. I know SBC's been threatening to go high risk today with this setup here, but it's so hard to get a high risk out of certain situations. You've got to get everything to line up correctly. So let's see here. I see that comment about winter weather. We'll talk more about that after this event. We told you guys about this if you've been on the Roku and Fire TV over the last couple of days that the colder air is going to be coming in towards January. I don't know about you guys, and I'm not a big cold and winter weather fan. I think I'm ready for at least one. Let's get one on the board in January. But then after that, I'm good. But I'm ready for that. If you guys feel me, that one event, you get that one nice event, and then you're done. Don't listen to him over there. That one event, and then you're good. I think I'm ready for that because I think we've had too much severe weather to talk about. So, let's see, Arkansas seems to be the only state that really gets out this kind of information. Eventually, next couple of years, we are planning on kind of expanding out, but it is going to take time, guys. It's going to take time for us to, get the resources together and stuff like that. But there has been a lot of interest over the last year that, we should expand out to Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Mississippi. We'll get there eventually, but right now it's just, we're not going to do that right now. So, let me see here. So it's hailing in the Waldo, Magnolia area. That's the line of storms that is coming in right now. This is what we're doing right now is we kind of have a regional view because there's a lot of people that are tuning in across the state. Sandy, we have that information on the page. We're gonna have that on there as soon as this live stream is over. But I'm begging you guys, please be patient with us today. Okay, we're trying to get radar. We're trying to get all this information. Biggest thing I want to stress right now is if you have a Roku, you have a Fire TV channel, turn that on. Go download our app, Arkansas Weather Watchers. It's going to have radar. It's going to have alerts. It's going to have watches, warnings, futurecast, all the information that you need to know. It's going to have it in there. And we're also going to have all that information on the page here. But Sandy, we're going to get to that. But right now, we just have the radar because this is where everybody wants to see right now. They want to see what the current radar looks like at this point. So, let me see here. So, I think that's pretty much it. I can, but there's nothing going on in Dumas right now. I can do that just for you. Dumas is going to be coming up in just a second. She can come up on here. There we go. Yeah, there's Dumas. Just a lot of heavy rainfall. You had that one supercell earlier on that produced a large hail, and it's going to get, and it's loud there right now in Dumas. But no tornado activity or anything like that. Just a lot of hail. But this right here, this line of storms, once that pushes through, we're done. We're done. It's the severe threat's gonna go to Louisiana, Mississippi. And Derek, I tell you right now, man. From a chaser's perspective,
Yeah.
are you seeing the same thing I'm seeing?
Yep. It's gonna be a long afternoon.
It's gonna be a long one down there.
Down there in Louisiana.
Yeah. And one thing I want you guys to pay attention to, you see how those storms are kind of they look like they're on a vertical, kind of a vertical line down there in Louisiana, East Texas, and Mississippi. Those are what we call confluence bands. And every single one of those confluence bands are starting to pop. So when the main forcing comes out from Texas and moves northeast into Arkansas, this is where the tornado outburst is going to get started down there.
Mm-hmm.
Did they go PDS down there?
No.
I am surprised they did not go PDS. You have a 15 hatched moderate risk. They didn't go PDS. That's crazy. So regardless, they are expecting a tornado outbreak down here today. But for our folks here in Arkansas, just outside of southeast Arkansas, which we're going to watch for the next couple of hours, a lot of heavy rainfall. That's honestly going to be it. What you got for me there?
Nope. So far, everything I'm seeing about 2,200 folks without power. Not seeing anything significant. The biggest thing is that our warm front is basically stalled along I-20, which is the best case scenario for our folks in southeast Arkansas. Right now, I've seen a little bit of a backfill for it, maybe coming into actual Sheriff counties, which is where our main concern has been for that potential of tornado activity. The biggest question is what gets there first, the warm front or the line of storms? What's going to get there first? That will be the deciding factor.
If we're putting money line on it, I take the line of storms.
As to what gets there first.
As to what's get there first, I take the line of storms. Line of storms is moving at about 50 miles per hour. Warm front. Basically, the reason why warm front's not really surging north is because your main energy is just now ejecting out. So by the time that happens, the warm front is going to be, this system is going to be in Mississippi. That's why the moderate risk is over there. Mm-hmm. I tell you what, man, Arkansas got blessed in this situation because we were looking at this week out, and it had the warm front in southern Missouri. Which, if that would have been the case today, we would have had a much different conversation today. But in situations like this, warm front stalls along the I-20, which is in North Louisiana, by the way. What that means for us here in Arkansas, a lot of heavy rain, a lot of thunderstorm activity, a lot of elevated hailers, and also the potential damage winds. But so far, and we're gonna kind of knock on wood on this. So far, no tornado warnings across the board here, and hopefully that continues here. We get this line passed through, we're gonna be good to go across the board. Matter of fact, after this live stream, I am gonna draw up a map on who's in and who's out. But right now, honestly, Calhoun, Bradley, Drew, Shea, Chico, Ashley, and Union counties is going to be where the severe threat is. Everybody else is pretty much done.
Yep.
So, other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you. I'm downloading it now on the TV. Yes, guys, if you have a Roku TV, if you got it for Christmas, if you got a smart TV for Christmas that has Roku, or you have a Fire Stick device, go to where you add your channels and go to Arkansas Weather Watchers, and that's where you're going to get the information. We have a TV up behind us that's playing perfectly on the Roku channel on the live stream here, guys. So I'll take a few more questions here and there, guys, but I think that's pretty much it. We've been here all morning long since 8 a.m., kind of watching radar, watching trends, but right now, I think we're good to go. I think we're good. And we get this passed through, and guys, y'all going to love us next week. We get to talk about some cold weather and possibly some winter weather coming our way as we kick off 2025 here. But we'll talk more about that with this upcoming week here, guys. So, as a matter of fact, Derek, you're going to be Monday and Tuesday, you're going to be more talking about that just with the holiday and everything. And then I'll be back after the new year. So, let's see here. Let's go over this real quickly here. Stephen, really good question. What would you put the bust potential later on in southeast Arkansas? I think you're seeing the bust potential right now, my friend, down there in southeast Arkansas. You're seeing the heavy rainfall Like Derek said before, it is reduced the warm front. And what happens is if you're on the north side of the warm front, it sounds like, all HE double hockey sticks is just breaking loose outside. There's a lot of heavy rain, a lot of thunder, lightning, elevated hail. Sometimes you get damaging winds north side of the warm front. It's tough to get a tornado threat because you don't have the sufficient fuel needed for tornadoes. You notice once you go into Louisiana, how you go from a low wind severe risk here in Arkansas to a rather significant risk down there in Louisiana, Mississippi, is because you're south of the warm front and you have the instability needed for tornadoes. Some of them could be rather strong and intense, EF3 plus. So to answer your question, I say your bust potential is sitting at around 70 to 80% down there in southeast Arkansas right now, because a lot of the heavy rainfall just kind of shielding Arkansas from seeing that warm front come north. Obviously, the warm front were to surge at the last second, then yes, we would have to watch southeast Arkansas. But right now, I think with the forward progression of the line of storms that you can see coming into Columbia County right now, which I'll do this line of storms right here in Texarkana, that line of storms, once that pushes through, you're done. Your severe threat's over with, and we're cooking at that point. So I think that's pretty much it. I already got you guys on the Roku channel. Thank you so much. If you have if you don't have any sound or anything like that, you may have to back out and come back in. Thanks so much, Steven. Hopefully that answered your question. Time frame, pretty much now through 8 o'clock. Yep. That's gonna be your time. From now to 8 o'clock for Drew County, and then that's gonna be it. In terms of instability, Mickey, I hope I pronounced your name right. If I didn't, I apologize. In terms of the instability, we could take a look at that real quickly here, and I want to show you guys this. Take a look at this, okay? And give me 1 second here. I'll show you guys what this means. A lot of people are going to tune in and go like, "What in the world is this map?" Give me just 1 second, and I will get this up. Okay, so what you're looking at here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the watches and all of the alerts right now, so you guys kind of get a visual on what we're looking at, okay? This is the current storm fuel, okay? This is the instability, the fuel needed for severe weather, which also includes the potential of tornadoes. Folks that are coming in that are wondering, why we're not talking about Central Arkansas, why we're not talking about this and that. Well, let's take a look. Look up here in Central Arkansas, look up here in Northwest Arkansas. You don't have any instability up there. No instability, no severe weather. That's how it is. It's just like baking a cake. If you don't have that one ingredient, it's not going to turn out right. It's how it is here. But you notice something. The moment you go outside of the state into Louisiana and in Mississippi, where that moderate risk is right now, you see that darker colors down there in Louisiana. That is where you got to watch for the significant severe weather threat. This is why I'm saying my folks down there in Louisiana, you got folks traveling to Louisiana, etc. That is where your severe threat is going to be maximized down there in central Louisiana, going into western Mississippi here. But my folks in South, and you can see in southeast Arkansas, yes, we do have some instability that's in place. And our folks in northern Mississippi, we do have some instability in place. And we're going to watch that over the next couple of hours. But in central, northern, and western Arkansas, I wouldn't worry about it. Did you see Edie's comment? Hey, he's got a big old brain back there, so he's got to have some storage. But anyways, yeah, this is where you're gonna have to watch for severe weather down there in Louisiana and in Mississippi here. But you can see my folks in Southwest, West Arkansas, Northern Arkansas, where you have no instability. I wouldn't worry about it. It's gonna be a lot of loud storms. It's gonna sound like there's severe weather. Matter of fact, I'll do this, which is going to be your most unstable. Okay, so this is your most unstable. So this is the reason why you're hearing the thunder and it sounds like, all chaos is breaking out outside. It's because of the fact of you have this. You have some what we call elevated instability, which helps promote thunderstorms. You hear this all the time in the winter weather setup, where you can get thunder snow, you can get thunder freezing rain. We use the same product for severe weather for just general thunderstorms. So that's why you're hearing the loud storms right now in central Arkansas or in northern Arkansas, stuff like that. But you're not having any severe warnings because your surface instability where we are, it's not there. And if you don't have that, you don't get severe weather. That's how it is. So that I hope that answered your question in terms of, can we look at the the current instability. And right now, unless you're in Louisiana, Mississippi, Far East Arkansas, folks, rest easy. You're going to be good to go. I promise you. So I think that's really it. Let's see here. I think that's pretty much it. Stacy's just now got on. What's going on? Just kind of reassuring a lot of folks. This is not going to be in central and northern Arkansas. This is mainly going to be a far southeast Arkansas deal. I think they have. Do they have any? They have some tornado warnings trying to get going already down here in southeast Texas. This activity will push into Louisiana and into Mississippi later on. I want to stress right now, folks. If you have any family members, any friends down there, please give them a heads up. Let's take a look. And I'm going to do here for just a minute.
2,400 without power.
2,400
right now, all coming across the southern part of the state.
Okay.
Which is to be expected with the ongoing line of storms. Again, damaging winds actually of 60 miles an hour right now. I do want to mention, if you have anybody, in South Texas, there is a PDS tornado on the ground there. That is down basically just to the north of the Houston area right now, but nothing here, nothing in Arkansas at this time.
Yeah, so I want to show you guys this real quick. So I'm going to turn this off, and we're going to show you guys the current risk here, okay? So this is the risk for today. I don't know why that turned out for here. Give me just 1 second. I'll fix that. So that's weird. I don't know why I did that.
Hey, you're missing something.
Yeah, I am missing one. Hang on.
You know.
Just let me know. Yep. I'll fix it. I know what happened. Okay, that's what happened. Give me a second. There we go. Give me 1 second. There we are, guys. Sorry about that. That was a little technical issue here. But this is the overall risk for today. As you can see, higher threat down here in southern and southeast Arkansas. I want to zoom this out to kind of give you guys a regional area. This area in purple from Ashley and Chico County down to Louisiana, down to Mississippi. This area is a bullseye for the potential of seeing a rather significant, severe. Let's just be transparent here. This is going to be a tornado outbreak down here in Louisiana and Mississippi later on. We got a lot of family members, a lot of friends that are traveling back, etc. Please make sure that they are staying ahead of the storm here, guys. Okay. I think Ken Williams is down there. I don't know about Dylan Atkinson. I don't know. Check with those two. I don't know if they're going to be live on YouTube, stuff like that. If you guys want to follow along with them, because I know they're going to be down here chasing this event. We could post that, be like, hey, if you guys want to check that out. But my folks down here in Louisiana, Mississippi, Southeast Arkansas, you're going to have to watch it. But further to the north and west, you're going to be good to go. And I think by the 2 p.m. update, you should be good to go in terms of the overall risk at this current time. Okay, so back to current radar. It's going to be coming up here in just a second. And I think that's pretty much it, Derek. We can put a track on this line storms real fast and talk about who's in the risk potential, and we'll go from there.
Now, especially once again, I know for our folks in Magnolia and places like that where the storms are ongoing now, this line of storms is moving east at relatively fast speeds. Again, I've seen this time and time again. Cameron and I've seen this time and time again, where you get a moderate risk in Ashton, Chico counties, and you get a line of storms in southern Arkansas.
Every bit of it.
Typically, again, it's when they're going to be shifting the severe threat towards Mississippi and Louisiana as you head into the afternoon hours. Because one thing about it is severe weather early in the day, the further north you go, tends to be a lot weaker than it does later on in the day. That is a good thing for everybody here. But once again, for example, if you're just at the bottom of the hour at El Dorado, and then of course on towards El Dorado, crossing Lake Village, all the way down Highway 82. That's when we're going to be having to watch for that possibility. Again, damaging winds, 60 to 70 mile an hour. and of course that isolated threat of a tornado or two. Again, any storms coming out of Louisiana, those are the ones we are going to be watching for our folks, especially in Ashton County, Chico County, Drew County, DeShay County, and Broward County over the next couple of hours. But again, the quicker we can get this line through, the quicker our severe threat goes down, and we can shift our focus to more of a
You guys, I'm gonna tell you.
different aspect.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Just I've been kind of looking at some stuff on the sidelines here. It's definitely an exciting period coming our way, especially for like cold and snow. I'll tell you that. I'm getting some new data in. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. This is an exciting period coming our way after this, guys. So and obviously, I'm okay with it. Derek's okay with it because we've been talking about severe weather so long, so many times this year, man. I think it's time to kind of flip the script and start talking about some actual cold air and snow. So, y'all are a fan of that? Let us know in the comments. We got one great surprise coming our way as we move into the start of 2025 here. So let us know in the comments if you're really looking forward to that. But right now, we got to get this line of storms pushed through, and then we can put all of our attention towards that here, guys. So I'll answer this one. In Little Rock, visiting from South Texas for a wedding. Little Rock, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Okay, if you're in Little Rock, you are good to go, guys. This is in southern Arkansas. All you're going to get in Little Rock is just a bunch of rain, maybe some rumbles of thunder. That's it. That's all you're going to get. Okay? That's all you're going to get at this current time, guys. But, boy, Derek, did you see the Euro?
Yes.
Did you see that?
Yep.
Damn.
And we'll talk about that, a little bit later on as well. I'll have an outlook, especially first thing in the morning going over.
Yeah.
Several different things as well, especially on Roku and Fire Stick as well. But again, we're going to get through this first.
Yeah.
And we'll
I'm trying to get through this first, but I think a lot of people, oh, yeah. Yeah. We got a surprise.
Yeah.
We got a surprise waiting for you guys
Yeah.
coming up here a little bit. So, but other than that, Derek, you got anything else?
No, sir. Right now, we're just going to watch and wait and see.
Okay.
Again, we will be here all afternoon long as conditions warrant. Keep you updated on the latest information.
Okay, that's all we got for you guys. So Roku and everything else is going to go back to regular scheduled programming. And if anything else comes up, we will let you guys know here. Radar updates are going to continue on Facebook. And we'll continue to keep you guys updated right here.
Yes,
Source
for all things
Arkansas Web.